my journey with fingerstyle guitar is that I taught myself how to play on my dad's Fender classical guitar from 1980. It had like super high action, like no truss rod, very bare bones guitar.
Hmm.
And um I just played it how I saw my dad play it, which was like basic finger picking and some strumming. Um and then I had influences where finger picking was something that I was interested in. And it is really hard. It took so many hours of my life to get to it. But I think truly everything kind of flipped for me when I got to Berkeley actually and had my first guitar lesson with this wonderful, wonderful guitarist called Abby Zocher. She taught Adrienne Lenker actually. She is so fantastic.
Hmm.
Um, and she like took one look at me and my playing and immediately was like, you need to be playing classical guitar. Like 100%, that's what you need to be doing.
Oh, wow.
So I followed her advice. She taught me like proper right hand technique. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's made its way into my life into where now I'm quite obsessed with ergonomic guitar playing, if that's a thing at all. Um,
Very much is a thing.
right? Where like you focus on where your wrists and your fingers are having as little like tension and friction as possible. Like one of my favorite examples that I learned from her is the pinky anchor. A lot of people do the pinky anchor. It's like big in bluegrass and it works for a lot of people, and I'm not dogging on the pinky anchor, but I would for me, because I mean, and everyone listening can do this too. If you just take your hand and put it like on a surface or your other hand, and you place your pinky down on it, and then you try to wiggle your fingers, like while you're flexing your pinky, it's kind of hard. But then if you take your pinky off that and then you just try to wiggle your finger, it's
Yeah.
so much easier. I mean, obviously. So
Oh,
it's about so stuff like that. It's about eliminating tension, just being very relaxed and then approaching it like like something to study and something to be overhauled. And like if you're frustrated with the way that your finger picking is and it's not fast enough, I don't think the answer with finger picking I think it's rarely drilling. It's usually just how you need to examine how you're holding the guitar and where the tension points are and like maybe get somebody to help you figure it out. I don't know. Nails were
hmm.
big for me as well. Obviously, with the classical guitar world, there's a certain way that you do your nails.
Yeah.
Um, and I personally have 100% subscribed with like little things here and there. Like I think classical players tend to really really go like this into the guitar, and my hand is a little more sideways than that just because I don't love when your hand does that. Like I don't love that. Um
Yeah.
that I think is called the ulnar deviation. And I think. And then so I don't know. I try to keep my wrist a little more straight, which means that this nail, my pointer fingernail tends to be a little more like the plane is a little more diagonal that I file it on as opposed to these ones that are more straight. And they're
Hmm.
not in the best shape right now because I've been playing a lot of rock music, but um yeah, basically I don't know. There's so many things that go into finger picking. And I mean, the last couple, 3, 4 years of my life, I feel have been really dedicated to figuring that out.
Hmm.
But there are a couple really simple things you can do as just, I think, a casual player of guitar to level up your game. And I'd say one of them is looking at the angles of your wrists, trying to eliminate any tension, and then the other one is just a simple filing of your nails, because it's really night and day when your nails aren't the thing like catching on the strings and pulling off and being prickly everywhere. When you get that under control, it's like you can play like 10,000 times faster immediately.
Hmm. Hmm. Wow. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.